Sales presentation is an important element in sales process, and everybody need to give proper attention in the sales presentation, because the way you present will define your selling ability. Success or maybe failure in sales depends how you present. So it is important to give attention to your selling skills, but the preparation for sales presentation is also very vital. Most of the time, the salespersons used to ask this question, what would be the better presentation? But today I'll be discussing how you should prepare yourself for presentation. What are the things you should do as background study or maybe preparatory study before going for a sales presentation? Before going for sales presentation, list out 5 aspects of selling that you enjoy. How you present depends how you enjoy this sales presentation. Most of the time they have their own or individual style of presentation, but you should be able to understand that this style should be your strength, not your weakness. List out any areas of your self-concept that should be improved. List out how you could increase your self-esteem, because a presenter is definitely in the center stage, and when you are presenting, everybody will be looking at you, and you should be able to manage yourself better. Here, your self-esteem will help you to rule, impress, and get success. Explain how you would conduct a need analysis to connect the benefit of your product with the prospect's requirements or need. List out several ways in which you can improve your appearance. Every sales presentation is all about the way you look. Write down some of the points you should be asking to the prospect if prospect is not interested to engage the way you have planned your sales presentation to be. It is better to write down 5 most attractive features of your product. Many good sales presenters identify the strength of their presentation in the strength of their product they are selling. Your product is the biggest asset you have, and it is your responsibility to identify the strength of your products. So if you identify the strength of your products in terms of their weightage, it would be better for your customer to connect with your presentation. Every customer looks the product as a solution, and probably in your list, if you could able to identify what are the major solutions your product is providing, you can better sell and you can better perform in the presentation. Identify the needs of your prospects or maybe your likely customer related to the product features and how they are looking that product feature is going to satisfy in what kind of a need. So here a need benefit analysis is required. Good sales presentations are nothing but the dialogue between customers' requirement and organization's benefit. You should be able to provide a list of benefits your organization or your product is going to provide. List out 5 major reasons why your customer should purchase your product. Write down some of the questions you would ask to your prospects to draw their attention. These questions might not be required initially, but if it is required, it will definitely create a better positive impression in the mind of the customer or the prospect. List down 5 factors that must be apparent to a prospect before he will listen to your presentation. Let's try to understand some other points how you can improve your body language in a sales presentation. List out several ways in which you can improve your voice, your appearance, your attitude to create a better selling environment. If a salesperson can create a better selling environment, the customer will naturally connect with him. He will open up and discuss, and this discussion will definitely convert into business. List out 3 major ways in which you will improve your listening skills. Most of the time, the salespersons are very impulsive. They try to connect with the customer, but they never understand what the customers are really requiring. In a sales presentation, your listening skill will give you more results than your speaking ability. It is your customer's speaking skill and your listening skill will help you to sell more. List out some of the important questions which will help to close your deal. Closing is very important in sales, and most of the time, whatever you have presented may not be considered as successful if your customer is not giving his approval to buy your product. Most of the time, customer will be having objections, and these objections need to be addressed. So a better closing skill will help you to close the deal. Initially, the inexperienced salespeople are very fearful. They never know how to handle customers. Gradually, with your experience and the strategy to overcome your fear factor will help you to present better. Let's have a discussion on the top 10 selling skills required by a salesperson to get success in today's selling environment. The first skill is complex problem solving. Then we have critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordination with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making skills, service orientation, negotiation skills, and cognitive flexibility. These are the skills identified by the Future of Jobs report by World Economic Forum. All these skills are required, and the points I have already identified my initial part of these discussions are nothing but a combination of all these skills.